Now, so before we dive in, I want to tell you something that I'm really, really excited about. And that's about my monthly mindsets. Now, you might be wondering, what's that all about, right? Well, here's the deal. I want this channel to be, educational for sure, but I don't want to lose the emotional connection that makes these conversations meaningful. Every month, I'll be sharing what's been on my mind, right? Things I'm reflecting on, or maybe themes that I'm leaning into, or even just what's been inspiring me lately. It's a chance to pause, to check in, and to refocus on the much bigger picture, right? Nothing formal, just real and intentional. And honestly, I hope it sparks something for you too. Listen, 2025. Doesn't that feel incredible? Maybe a little scary to say? Listen, it's a brand new year, y'all. A clean slate, a chance to set the tone for what's ahead. So for me, the start of a new year isn't about chasing perfection or trying to reinvent everything. Sometimes the hardest thing that you'll ever do is to be you, right? So I look at New Year as about grounding myself in purpose. What really matters? What do I want to focus on this year? And how can I stay connected to the bigger picture, even when life gets busy? So today, I want to share what's been on my mind as I step into this new year. It's not about having all the answers, because I don't. It's about taking the time to reflect, to set intentions, and to build momentum in a way that feels sustainable and meaningful. Let's take this time together to check in and to start really, really strong. So I want to talk about setting meaningful, achievable goals. Because when I think about goal setting, I like to remind myself that it's not just about what I'm going to accomplish, but it's about why am I going to accomplish it, or why do I want to accomplish it? See, this year, I'm focusing on goals that feel aligned with my values and where I want to go long term. That means sometimes balancing ambition with purpose. For me, that might look like, professional goals, like working on a project that excites me, or maybe personal ones, like carving out more time for family and rest, quite frankly. So here's something I've learned throughout the years. The goals that stick are the ones that actually have meaning behind them. So if your goals don't absolutely light you up, it's hard to stay motivated, right? So as you think about your own 2025 goals, I want to encourage you to ask yourself a few questions. Why does this matter to me? And how does it align with the bigger vision I have for my life and for my career? Here's another reflection I've been sitting on. Big goals are exciting, right? But they can also feel really overwhelming. And so let's be honest, when things feel overwhelming, it's easy to put it off. We just shut it down because we're overwhelmed. But that's why I've learned to break my goals into bite-sized pieces, right? Actionable little steps. So let's say one of your goals this year is to grow your leadership presence. Instead of just holding on to that big idea, think about what will this actually look like day by day by day? Maybe it's scheduling regular one-on-ones, or maybe it's speaking up more in meetings, or maybe it's taking a course to sharpen your skills. But by focusing in on those smaller bite-sized pieces, right, the little steps, you can build momentum. And you know what? Every small win reminds you that you're making progress. It's a little boost of motivation, right, that keeps you going. And that's what turns a goal into actual reality. Now, let's talk about something I'm reminding myself of this year, and that's flexibility. Listen, y'all, sometimes life be lifing, right? When life happens, I need to plan and shift, and that's okay. See, one thing I've learned is that being rigid with your goals can sometimes do a lot more harm than good. So staying flexible doesn't mean that you're giving up, doesn't give yourself an easy out. It simply means that you're staying connected to what matters most. And as the year unfolds, I want you to take time to check in with yourself. Are your goals still aligned with where you want to go? Do they need to evolve? Flexibility isn't a weakness, y'all. It is not a weakness. It's how we grow. So if you need to pivot, right? Give yourself permission to do just that because it's all part of the journey. So here's what I want to close with. The best way to start strong is to start with intention. I want you to set goals that matter to you and only you, right? Break them into small size pieces and give yourself the grace to adjust along the way. So as we step into this year together, it's going to be a doozy. I encourage you to take a moment to reflect. What's one goal that you want to focus on this month? One goal, not 100 goals, one goal. And what's one small step that you can take to move towards it? Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about showing up with purpose. You've got literally everything you need to make this year great.